You have a grandstand seat here to one of the most momentous events in the history of science. In less than a minute, you will see the most powerful explosion ever witnessed by human eyes.
Well, at least an explosion of knowledge. Welcome to the truth. It's been waiting. With commentary on the news, reviews, and interviews, it's the Libertarian Links webcast.
Thank you for joining me again on the Libertarian Links webcast. I'm in Grants Pass this weekend with my son. My wife had to go to a wedding, so we hung out here. Right now we're at the park. We've got the beautiful river behind us. The sun's out. It's like 85 degrees. It's beautiful. So I thought I'd do a really quick broadcast and go over a couple of the stories on the Facebook page. Things are heating up with Syria, but there's more evidence that the rebels are people we don't want to be supporting. Obama-backed Syrian rebels behead 24, including a mother and her baby. You've seen, obviously, by now, maybe you haven't, but there's videos out there of a general cutting out organs of a soldier that he killed and eating them. A Syrian rebel general. There's pictures of Syrian soldiers being executed that have been captured. These people are brutal. These people are not friends of ours. They don't remotely reflect our values in any way. They're not people we need to be supporting. And next story, Obama facing an international backlash and being backed into a corner because a year ago he said that chemical weapons use was a red line for us, and that if the Syrian government crossed that line, that there would be consequences and he'd have to redo his calculus. Well, now he's backing away from that, saying, I didn't set a red line. I put on there, I have a red line? No, I have a red line? I didn't draw that. Let me be clear. Somebody else made that happen. Right? He did say it. But he's referring to the fact that the international community banned the use of chemical weapons almost 100 years ago. That's his point. And so it wasn't his decision to ban them, it was the international community's. But he did say that there was a red line that would make him rethink his stance on not getting involved in Syria. Hey, Noah, you're making the camera shake. up. So he's trying to weasel his way out of this because he's been backed into a corner. He looks like a fool if he doesn't back up his words. So now he's going back a little bit because he doesn't have any support. Nobody wants to go to this war. No one wants to do it. And we'll get into that in a minute. Really important. Anyway, if the international community is the one that set the red line, if that's what he's referring to, that the international community made the distinction that these weapons shouldn't be used, then let the international community handle the sanctions. As a matter of fact, Syria is in Russia's sphere of influence. And in another story, Putin says that if Obama can prove that these weapons have been used, show me the evidence, show me, and we will support action against Syria. Putin will handle it. You know, it's amazing. I've never looked at Putin as a great man or a great, I know he was a great leader, but not a leader of the free world, not somebody who I would be looking to save us from World War III, but now I do. I look at him as the hope to stop this insanity, because McCain says on Jay Leno, crater the runways. Crater the runways. Lindsey Graham says if we don't attack Syria, that Iran will nuke Charleston Harbor or New York City. They're crazy. They're fear-mongering. They're warmongering. I heard someone say that terrorism is using fear to get what you want. Well, Lindsey Graham is trying to make us afraid that if we don't attack Syria, we're going to get nuked. You do the math. Yeah. Russia says that they'll stand by any attack on us. They'll stand by Syria in case of any attack. That if we crater the runways, they'll help Syria rebuild. If we smash tanks, they'll give Syria new ones. They've moved more ships to the Mediterranean. All I hear on CNN is that there's no threat of World War III. Russia doesn't want to go to war over World War III, over Syria. They don't want World War III. Well, let me ask you a question. So because Russia doesn't want World War III, they should let America do whatever they want and bomb whoever they want? Because you're going to shake the camera. He's eating grapes and running around. Come here. You want to be in it? Just say hi to everybody.
Hi.
That's why I'm doing this show, incidentally, for his future. But anyway, Putin will stand by. Not only that, and here's the main story. Here's the main thing. Putin calls Kerry a liar. Another story. We cannot trust this government. We cannot trust these people. We can't trust Kerry. We can't trust Obama. And one of the things that this whole Syria crisis has done is distract from the scandals that this administration has been involved in over the last few years. A couple of them, the NSA, spying on us. It's come out now that they are spying on they can spy on our phones, that Obama overturned a lot of the protections against the warrantless wiretapping. He encouraged it at the NSA. We've got the IRS, while they are revoking the tax-exempt status or delaying the approval of tax-exempt status for political organizations that they don't agree with, they're fast-tracking and retroactively applying it to groups that are terrorist organizations that Obama's brother, Malik Obama, is a part of. There's the Benghazi scandal. All the surface-to-air missiles that went missing. Why weren't the people helped? Where was Obama while this was going on? There's the spying on the Associated Press and pressing charges against reporters from Fox News and the crackdown on whistleblowers. There's the ATF scandal with the Fast and the Furious when they were selling guns to Mexican cartel members. They forced these gun owners and these gun shops to sell weapons to drug lords, to drug dealers, to drug gangs. And they were supposed to track them, and they totally didn't. And the guns ended up being used in crimes. We can't get any answers from them, and Holder keeps lying under oath. He keeps deflecting it, and we can't get to the bottom of anything. There's the SEAL Team 6 disaster, where all of the members of all of these people, and a lot of people don't even know about this, they loaded up Navy SEALs onto an old antique Chinook helicopter that they never ride on. They put them in the air without any support. So Navy SEALs generally fly on state-of-the-art helicopters. I'm sure a lot of you saw the story about the Osama bin Laden raid, right? Get out! Stop throwing grapes. Will you stop? I'm sure a lot of you saw the bin Laden raid, and the helicopter that the Navy SEALs were riding on is state-of-the-art. We don't even know what it was. We'd never seen anything like that before. But they load all of these Navy SEALs onto an antique Chinook helicopter and send them on a mission. And do some research on the internet. These guys knew something was up. They told their families before they went. This helicopter went up without an escort, and they always have an escort, and the Taliban was waiting for them. It was an ambush, and they all died. Now the families are saying something was really wrong with that. They're growing suspicious. So here's my point. Obama wants us to believe him on the Syrian government's the evidence that the Syrian government is behind the chemical weapons attack. How can we believe him? We've been lied to. He continuously lies to us about the NSA and says we're not spying on Americans, and it comes out every day they're spying. He wants us to believe him that the Syrian government's behind this, and we don't see any evidence. Kerry wants us to believe him, and Putin calls him a liar openly in front of the whole world. We cannot trust this government. We cannot trust them. We can't believe a word they say, and they want us to take their word to go to war in Syria. And I'm not doing it. I'm not buying it. None of us should. These are liars. Through and through.